How a dying patient became my greatest meditation teacher. A dying patient became my greatest meditation teacher. Sounds crazy, right? How could someone who was dying, so weak he couldn't sit up, teach a meditation master who'd practiced for 25 years? I'd spent my entire life studying meditation. I could meditate for 8 hours straight without moving. I'd written 18 books on meditation, taught at prestigious centers worldwide. Students called me the Master of Silence. But a 75-year-old man, lying dying, breathing through machines, taught me what 25 years couldn't. He taught me the difference between meditating to escape and meditating to embrace, between meditating to control and meditating to surrender, between meditating to live and meditating to die. His name was David, and in his final days, he completely transformed my understanding of what meditation really means. 25 years ago, I began meditating, believing it would help me control my mind and avoid suffering. Meditation for me was a tool to escape difficult emotions, a protective wall around my heart. I meditated to not feel anxious. I meditated to not feel sad. I meditated to not feel anything. For years, I thought I was succeeding. I became an expert at creating artificial calm states. I could sit still for hours, mind completely empty. Students marveled at my ability to transcend. I taught them to rise above emotions, transcend suffering, use meditation like spiritual painkiller. But deep inside, I knew something was missing. My meditation felt cold, disconnected. I was calm, but not compassionate. I was quiet, but not connected. I was controlled, but not alive. 20 years of practice, I'd never actually faced my pain. I just got more sophisticated at avoiding it. I became a master of avoidance, not acceptance. Then 2 years ago, life challenged me in ways I couldn't meditate away from. My wife died of cancer. My daughter stopped speaking because I was too emotionally distant. I lost my job because I couldn't connect with students. For the first time, meditation couldn't protect me from pain. The pain was too big, too real, too immediate to meditate away from. In this crisis, I began volunteering at the hospital to escape my own pain. I thought helping others would make me feel better. Instead, I met David. He was 75, end-stage cancer. Doctors said he had days to live. He lay in the hospital room, body wasted to skin and bones, in pain so severe he required heavy morphine. But when I walked in, something about his presence stopped me. He was completely alert, completely present. His eyes shone with a peace I'd never seen. "You're the meditation teacher?" he asked in a voice weak but clear. I nodded, preparing to offer usual advice about using meditation to cope with pain. But he interrupted. "I meditate too, but not like you." I was curious. How could a dying man meditate? "You meditate to get away from this," he pointed to his body. "I meditate to go deeper into this." He explained when diagnosed 6 months ago, he tried using meditation to avoid fear. But the more he tried to escape, the more powerful fear became. Then I realized, he said, meditation isn't for running away, it's for staying. He taught me how to meditate with pain, instead against it. How to breathe into fear, instead of breathe it away. How to open heart to welcome death, instead of close it to fight it. Every breath might be the last, he whispered. That makes it infinitely precious. I sat beside his bed, watching him meditate with complete presence I'd never witnessed. He wasn't trying to change anything, wasn't trying to escape anything. He was simply there, completely, with everything happening. David died 2 days later, but in those 2 days, he taught me more than 25 years of practice. He showed me real meditation isn't about achieving some state, it's being fully present with whatever state is here. Not controlling experience, but surrendering into experience. Not avoiding death, but learning to live completely. I began practicing the way David taught me. Instead of meditating to escape grief over my wife, I meditated to stay with it. Instead of meditating to avoid sadness, I meditated to welcome it. Instead of meditating to control, I meditated to surrender. The transformation was remarkable. For the first time in my life, my meditation became alive. I no longer felt like a cold stone on a cushion. I felt like a real human being, with real heart, experiencing real life. My teaching changed equally profoundly. Instead of teaching students to escape emotions, I taught them to welcome them. Instead of promising meditation would make life easy, I taught it makes life realer. Instead of selling meditation as painkiller, I shared it as a way to love more deeply. Students noticed difference immediately. They reported deeper relationships, richer emotions, greater connection to life. I wrote new book, Meditating with Death, Lessons from My Final Teacher. It became bestseller, not because it promised escape, but because it offered something deeper, real presence. Subscribe if you've ever used meditation to run instead of stay. Comment present if you're ready to stop avoiding and start welcoming.